quite some time. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have a breach of tentative resistance. Yes, you guessed it, above the $12,185 resistance. Boom! Now looking for new tentative confirmation of support. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, first and foremost, I want to give you guys a heads up on this. RSI confirming, looking to confirm above that 50 read. That is a critical signal right after confirmation above the 21 exponential. The 21 exponential takes a positive slope. Bam! Another critical warning shot fired. And look at this. The disgusting, massive reaction of the stochastics back into the bullish control zone on higher highs. Bam! Once again, we have the bias for continuation, ladies and gentlemen, and that bias to continuation is to the upside at the current moment in time. Obviously, we covered our measured movements yesterday from the breakout point. Projected target is somewhere above that blue box territory on higher highs, somewhere around $13,300, 13,002, 13,003, give or take. Anywhere in that ballpark is as good as a measurement as any, right? Obviously, the first target I'm going to be looking for as far as NASDAQ is concerned is within this blue box territory here. Now, please mind you, this does not change the perspective just yet. We are possibly looking for a tentative change of behavior at this current moment in time, but I need to see opening closures above 12,900 bucks before I am convinced of any type of change of behavior. Is it a potential target to the upside right now? Abso-fucking-lutely it is. Absolutely, in my opinion, it is. We do have an uptrending formation and a breakout of the ascending triangle formation at the same time, looking for new confirmation. If I see that confirmation, I'm going to be looking for the first target somewhere around 12,530, followed by the next target right around 12,900 bucks even. Any and opening closure above that could definitely spell a change of behavior for the first time since this market started collapsing all the way back here. December, January, February times. It's been a hell of a summer, hell of a springtime, summertime with this downside market. Could we see some relief? That is definitely within the realms of possibilities. Now, with that being said, does that change my perspective? Does that make me go bullish? Yes and no. Short-term, medium-term time frame bullish? Yes, absolutely. If I do see change of behavior above that $12,900 level, I would be intermediately bullish until proven otherwise. I would be looking for price action to go anywhere towards this diagonal trend line of death and destruction. But I remain macro bearish until I see this diagonal trend line broken and confirmed as new tentative support. Yes, I still will remain bearish. Now, that is not to say that there aren't plenty of opportunities within this price action movement currently happening right now. All I'm saying is plan for everything and expect nothing. If you fail to plan, your plan is to fail. And all of that hobbaloo blue that we talk about all the time. The only thing at this current moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, that would convince me otherwise would be an immediate rejection back below the 21 exponential with a confirmation candle closure below. And not only that, but defeating this diagonal trend line of peace and prosperity, aka support to the upside. I look for the sky unless we see reversal back down below that point. We did see closures on higher highs. We do have a higher high, higher low formation currently holding strong. We do have an uptrend. That much is confirmed. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend, whether that be a short-term time frame trend to the upside or downside, medium-term time frame trend to the upside or to the downside, or a long-term trend to the upside or to the downside. Currently, on the medium-term time frames, we have an uptrend that has broken an ascending triangle to the upside with a breach of resistance looking to confirm new tentative support. And momentum oscillators going flip, 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 batshit boom, boom. I'm a little biased to the upside at the current moment in time. It might be time for some of that bullish pressure to step in and relieve the bears of their throne for the time being. But again, it doesn't make me macro bullish. It just doesn't. It doesn't, especially when I pull up the weekly time frame, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing that makes me macro bullish would be a change of behavior on the weekly time frame all the way up here at 14,000 to 840. Only then would I be like, yes, we are going to the absolute fucking moon with this price action. But until that point, patience. Patience is what I have. We do see weekly momentum oscillators starting to take a turn as well, which could be a decent signal for a long-term position. We do see RSI here, boom, back above the exponential forced to a positive stature at the same time. Don't mind this yellow line. That is applied to the daily RSI here. And stochastics here, boom, busting out of the bearish critical territory back into the bearish control zone here. Very, very vertical in fashion as well. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. We could definitely see some relief, but again, I want to be conservative in my thought process when it comes to moves like this. Am I going to trade it? Absolutely. I'm already in trades. I'm seeing some pretty nice profits today as price action moves to the upside, but I am securing those profits, ladies and gentlemen. I am not trading for the moon, ladies and gentlemen. I am taking the money while the money is on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand. Just because I'm in a position doesn't mean I think things are going to go to the moon and then all the things will be okay and I'll be filthy rich tomorrow. No, I'm planning every single trade. I'm planning every execution, every stop loss, every risk management adjustment, every take profit level. I plan it on a daily basis, and you should too. Unless you're some kind of like, you know, long-term financial investor guru guy that just puts money in and holds it for 30 years. That's not what I'm doing here, ladies and gentlemen. I am taking the money while it is on the table, and we have money on the table, at least from my perspective, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready. We could be seeing moves to the upside. Moving on, SPY futures, very, very, very same thing here. Breaking the ascending triangle formation. Again, I did have a, what do I want to call it? Let's call it the climax date, right? That's when things climax, right? I had a climax date somewhere around the beginning of August to middle of August. August 1st to August 10th is where I was looking for possible resolution. Again, please remember, this isn't some hocus pocus crystal ball bullshit. There's no way to ever know when or not when price action is going to move to the upside or to the downside, or how violent it's going to be, etc., etc. But that's why we make plans for this stuff here. Same thing with this one. Ooh, I just got to pop up, excuse me. I hate pop-ups. Same thing for this one. Extended measured move, targeted measured move, all the way into this blue box territory for SPY futures. Again, assuming we see confirmation of new tentative support. If that condition is met, I will be looking for price action to go towards the next target at $4,100, possibly even all the way to $4,170 here. Very similarly in fashion, the only thing that would convince me otherwise would be a reversal right here and right now. And not only that, but we need to also consider the fact that we broke this diagonal trend line of resistance, the intermediate one, right? Not the long-term one, but the intermediate one here for this formation. We did see a breach above that region here. If we do confirm new tentative support, I have no reason not to think price action wouldn't come up all the way to $4,100, maybe even $4,170. Again, the only proof otherwise would be a breach back below that 21 exponential and continuation below the current support at 37.80 here, at which point I would look for lower lows. That lower low target all the way down at $3,500 is still a very valid target. If we are to see this one turn and go bad, that is a big potential. Again, we do have to prepare ourselves for potential traps here, right? And if this is to play out as a trap, I would be looking for price action to, swing all the way down to like $3,500 for this one. But in similar fashion here, RSI breaching that 50 read in confluence with a, actually, did we confirm above the 21 on this one here? No, we did not. We actually just confirmed a breach today at the same time looking for confirmation. So we have all of the warning signals lining up here. Confirmation above the 50 read as the warning shot fired here could be happening if we do confirm above the 21. There are two confluencing indications there, and we have the stochastics bouncing off the neutral territory, looking to enter the bullish control zone again. If I see the entrance into the bullish control zone, confirmation above the 50 read, confirmation above the 21, and confirmation of new tentative support. Again, when you guys are trading, please remember, when you guys are making your analysis, your thesis on whether or not to take a trade, you are putting pieces of evidence together that support the theory that price action is going to move one way versus the other way, right? From a a probability standpoint, right? The probability of price action continuing to the upside, in my opinion, is heightened if we see all of those signals flag off at the same time. Entry into the bullish control zone for stochastics, confirmation above the 50 read for RSI, confirmation above the 21 for price action, and confirmation of new tentative support. There are 4 pieces of evidence, and there are probably more with other indicators and other strategies, but with my strategy alone, I can identify four pieces of evidence that increase the probability of this price action continuing to the upside for the time being. And until proven otherwise, that's my thesis. That's my analysis. That's what I'm trading for right now. Again, I do have plans to trade to the downside if and when that does occur. But until then, I am in some long positions on a couple of other assets that gave me a little bit of an early warning sign, right? I made the trade on Apple before NASDAQ confirmed above the 21, right? I made the trade on Twitter when I saw Twitter confirm above the 21, which we'll cover today. And I likely have a couple of more positions to open up tomorrow with the remainder of my balance in my accounts to shoot for, right? Looking for big profits here. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I am beyond ecstatic right now to be raking in these profits. And again, please remember, if you are looking at profits, take some of it. Again, please remember, if you're looking to be a trader, if you're looking for that push. Again, none of my analysis is financial advice, but here is some trading advice. Number 1, you need to take your profits. Number 2, you need to manage your risk. Number 3, you need to have a sound edge. You have to have an edge, a strategy that you can use that gives you an edge when trading in the market. If you're missing one of those links, you can't do what I am currently doing. Raking in the profits, ladies and gentlemen. Raking in the profits. I'm gonna go ahead and move on and look at this. I'd be goddamned if I wasn't lying. Price action for the US dollar index continuing towards that 21 exponential. Did we see a breach? We did not, but we are currently looking at a breach at this current moment in time. Nice big pullback at the current moment, all the way down. The target from yesterday has been met to the downside and a little bit more. I did suggest a possible move towards the 21 exponential, especially with momentum oscillators on this one starting to turn to the downside here. And look at that. We have an open with a current breach, an active breach below the 21 exponential. Now, that doesn't mean it's confirmed a breach, right? We still have 18 hours, 22 minutes, and 48 seconds left in this price action at the current moment in time, but with the way things are looking, I would also suggest a possible move all the way down here. If we do confirm below the 21, this is most certainly going to be my first target. 105 spot 70 here, and possibly even furthermore all the way down to 104 spot 76 here. Now, what I did mention here were the lows that were considerable. I think I made a mistake in yesterday's stream with the consideration of the higher low formation here. This one could play, this one could be an inconsequential one, to be real with you. Looking at this price action, yeah, if we did see an open and closure below 103 spot 70, things would get real concerning. But from the long-term perspective here, we still have this big, juicy, delicious diagonal trend line of peace and prosperity to keep into consideration here. That one still holds valid, especially if price action, starts downtrending a little bit. Yeah, for the short-term, medium-term time frame perspective, even a slightly longer-term time frame perspective, if we were to see a change of behavior, I don't go long-term bearish on this asset until I see a breach of this diagonal trend line of peace and prosperity, right? That support level. But with price action looking the way it looks right now, it wouldn't be too difficult to suggest a further pullback for this one. This one has been very, very extended for a very extended period of time. A much larger correction would not be, outside of the realm of possibilities. So looking at this one, I am going to be awaiting a possible confirmation below that 21, at which point I get excited. I get excited because I'm in some long positions right now. I've been playing fuck games with the Webull application for quite some time. I think I've gotten everything figured out. I can leverage, I can short, I can margin, and I can long. So game on market. I am ready to take your money for real. So looking at this one though, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, could it be possible we put a higher low here? Yeah, absolutely. But I wouldn't be convinced of the higher low here until we see a closure above yesterday's open at 107.48, roughly, give or take, at which point I would be looking for higher highs. I would be looking for traps to possibly initiate on the rest of the market here, and I would be looking for higher highs towards that 1.618 Fibonacci extension target, right around 110 bucks, give or take a few cents here. All right, but for now, if we do see confirmation below the 21, I'm going to be looking for those lower targets. Again, 105.65 is going to be the first one, and 104.80 is going to be the second one to the downside, right? So the US dollar index definitely controlling, the grand scheme of the market, right? We see a little bit of red on the US dollar index, and all of a sudden we see some fucking green, girthy, thick, veiny ass candlesticks on the rest of the stock market, cryptocurrency charts. So, I'm going to be paying extra attention, as I always do, to the US dollar index and see where price action on this one goes. That's gonna wrap it up for that one. Let's go ahead and move on. Hey, I got a viewer in the house. Hello, viewer. If you got any requests, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I am on fire tonight. I am looking for some requests, so if you got them, drop them. Smoke them while you got them, right? Hall of Fame Village here. I know a lot of people are interested in that one. That one going up a little bit further too. Big signals as well. Obviously, we got confirmation above the 21 not too long ago, about a week ago here on the 11th of July. I was on vacation when that occurred. I did not see it, or I would have traded it. But we saw continuation, boom, through resistance, confirming his new tentative support, and continuation to the next resistance. Target has been met. Target has been met. Target has been met, ladies and gentlemen, to the upside. Again, this is the magic. This is the magic of technical analysis, right? I highlight a target, and 99.9% of the time, it fucking gets met. Price actually could have fell to the horizontal support at 63 cents, and the target still would have been met because I planned for both. I planned for both, ladies and gentlemen. I planned for both. If you fail to plan, your plan is to fail. So for this one here, I am going to be looking for a little bit more pressure towards that 72-cent region here. If we do see a breach, an open and closure above that region, the next target becomes a little higher at 70. We'll call it 78 cents here would be the next valid target to the upside. Yeah, look at that. Make a little correction. Boom, it's 78 cents to the upside. It's going to be the next target, in my opinion, unless we hit, a little bit of rejection, which we have a couple of times here. It would not be out of the question to see a slight pullback all the way to the 21 exponential or its corresponding support level at 63 cents to possibly see some kind of higher low formation spell out. Wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities, ladies and gentlemen. It would not be out of the realm of possibilities. But here's a look at RSI, boom, above the 50 read, confirming above the 50 read with a positive slope. Exponential has a positive slope. I do like that for continuation to the upside. RSI continuing further, saw a little weakness, but continued further and deeper into the bullish control zone here. I also do like that. And we haven't been significantly in the bullish control zone for quite some time. So this one, take it. Take the trades. I mean, if you're trading the 21, man, you're too late. You're too late on this one. That's why I'm not, I'm still holding shares from an investment perspective, but from a trading perspective, I did want to play around and tinker around with this one a little bit, but you know how the story goes. I missed it. I missed the confirmation. I was on vacation. I was enjoying my life. I was enjoying my time, and I missed it. Shit happens. It is what it is. But for this one, yeah, a little continuation would not be out of the question. People hounding me about the Hall of Fame and when it's supposed to do when. Again, this is not a crystal ball. I'm not here to say this is exactly when price action is going to reverse or blah 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 blah. No, just plan for it. And if you're a long-term investor, man, hold your fucking ground, because the Hall of Fame Village is, in my opinion, going to be a huge success at some point in the near future. So, yeah. That's going to do it for that one. I'm trading Apple at the current moment in time. Boom, continuation, blasting through resistance at the current moment in time. If we do confirm above 150 here, 150.50, I will look for continuation towards, boom, this resistance here at 155.87, which is my next take profit zone for this asset here. I got a real nice clean entry right here, and you can see from the 21 exponential is above my entry point, which means I am slightly in the risk-free opportunity position. which means even if I lose out on this trade and price action completely reverses, I still profit, ladies and gentlemen. That is the point of risk management. Manage your risk until the risk becomes zero, and then your risk becomes positive cash flow, right? Apple, the only thing that convinces me otherwise, man, would be a swift open and closure below that 21 exponential. We have RSI supporting the 50 read. Boom, bouncing up, confirming higher highs. Slightly, but higher highs nonetheless. Exponential confirmed above the 50 read as well. I do like that. And our stochastics looking for some coiling action in the bullish control zone. I do love it. I do love it. I smell profits in the air. There is blood in the water, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm ready to fucking get it. I hope you are too. I really do. I really hope you are. If you're looking to trade from the 21 exponential perspective, you're a little late. You got an entry point right here and a re-entry point right here, and blue skies ever since. Questionable if you want to enter, right? You know, if you enter now, your risk is very, very unmitigated, right? It is a huge risk to the 21 and then 1% below. Yep, that's too big of a risk. That's too big of a risk for me, ladies and gents. 5.5%, nah, I'm good. That's why I get my entries early. I manage my risk. I have confidence in my edge. And once my edge takes over, my risk becomes zero. Essentially, my risk becomes non-existent. Again, my risk is now in the profit zone. And every day the price action stays above the 21 and sees continuation, my profit from a risk management perspective gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that does not count the profit that I will be taking off the table once I see it. Apple, looking real good. Looking real delicious. Moving on. I want to take a look at Twitter here, seeing some nice extension above the 21 exponential as well. We did get confirmation just yesterday, the 18th, on this one here, and we saw continuation and confirmation of new tentative support. Wouldn't be out of the question to see short-term time frame pullback, test that support one more time, but from the daily time frame perspective, I'm going to be looking for another push towards that 40 spots 80 resistance here. Any open and closure above that, and I'm looking for blue fucking skies on this one. Next target becomes $45 even, and that will be big profits to come here. Put 5 figures on Twitter for the move to the upside. So I'm looking at some juicy profits if this one decides to go up. Very excited about that. Very, very, very critical signals on this one as well. Breach, excuse me. Breach above the 50 read on the RSI, breach above the 50 read on the stochastics with confirmation. Nice little whoop, higher low formation from the stochastics. I do like this one for continuation, and as you already know, the condition is very, very, very much the same on this one as the rest of them. The only thing that convinces me otherwise would be a swift breach with a confirmation closure below that 21 exponential, at which point I would be looking for continuation back to the next target down at 35.75, followed by possibly even lower lows. If we get faked out on this one, I'm going to be looking for bear market continuation regardless, and I'm going to be looking for lower lows. But this one, nice little big bounce, closing above the 21 exponential. Nice positive slope on that 21 exponential. I'm going to be looking for continuation on this one here. Let's go ahead and look at a couple viewers in the house. If you guys got any requests, drop them in the comment section below. If you have anything you want me to analyze, I will most certainly analyze it. We're going to check out, I actually want to see what positions I possibly have. AMD, I will be looking to enter AMD. I will most certainly be looking to enter AMD. AMD breaching through resistance here. I'm going to be looking for new confirmation of tentative support here. And if we do see confirmation of support above this region here, I'm going to be looking for the next target somewhere around 9110. 9110 is going to be the next target, but that's a soft target. A realistic target would be more like 98.85 here. Same thing. The only thing that convinces me otherwise would be a swift decline with a breach and a confirmation closure below the 21 exponential. Until then, man, finally we got a little bit of relief coming here for the market. RSI poking at that 50 read, looking to possibly confirm above it. If we do see confirmation of support, I would imagine that the RSI breaches that 50 read. Very nice nice positively sloped exponential as well. Stochastics already ahead of the curve, breaching that 50 read as well. Looking for confirmation tomorrow. Again, we have plenty of evidence to suggest continuation, and no evidence to suggest pullbacks. None. Until it happens, right? Again, until it happens, until I come back and I'm like, oh shit, well, I guess we get fucked, right? Nvidia, same thing. Nvidia confirming above the 21 exponential as well. Very, very similar fashion here. Looking to put pressure on that 171 spot 30 resistance. Any breach above there, I'll look for the next target. I'm actually going to adjust that target. There we go. I'd look for like 191 spot 82 if we do see confirmation of new support above 171 spot 30 here. And again, the only thing that convinces me otherwise would be a swift decline below that 21 exponential. Very, very, very big positions possibly formulating, ladies and gentlemen. Big opportunities coming. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But if you are a market trader and you do not see this opportunity, study, learn some more. Big opportunities definitely possible here with this price action right now. RSI breaching the 50 read. Oh my god, positively sloped exponential. Oh my god, it's like I'm a broken fucking record right now. Stochastics breaching the 50 read. Oh my god, you don't say. No, tell me you're lying, Brian. Nope, I'm not. Stochastics, again, plenty of evidence to suggest. So I would be looking for continuation on this one, again, unless I'm proven otherwise, which would be a breach and a confirmation closure below that 21 exponential. And until then, I'm looking for continuation on this one here. Google, another interesting one here, breaching the 21. We haven't looked at Google, but I would expect it to operate in similar fashion. I do plan on being a big investor and trader of Google at some point here. I'm just going to get a couple of levels identified, a couple of major ones. Yeah, we did see a breach of the 21 exponential here today. We do see RSI back above the exponential as well, poking at that 50 read here, taking out that lower high just a bit. Stochastic still looking a little choppy, but, you know, I'd rather have a couple of confluence, a couple of indicators that have confluence with each other than all of them, right? So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. We do have lower lows on the stochastics. Could prove to be a little bit of bullish divergence on the stochastics. Higher lows on price action and lower lows on momentum oscillators. Yeah, we could see some bullish divergence coming into play. Not quite yet. Again, we don't have a low call here, but if we do see continuation with confirmation above that 21 exponential, I would look for stabs, try to stab above 117 spot 80 here. Any open and closure above that, I'm going to be looking for 126 spot 50. This one, though, again, has been choppy, has been consolidating, has not proven, you know, to confirm any breakouts, right? We don't have any confirmation of a breakout for this one just yet. We're testing the waters with that 21 exponential here, and until I see a breach, or well, we already have the breach. Until I see confirmation above that, I'm not even going to suggest a breakout right now. Consolidation until the end of consolidation. Just like the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, the same principle is applied to sideways price action. It's sideways until proven otherwise. And the proof otherwise, again, would be a confirmation candlestick closure above that 21 exponential with a breach above 117 spot 60. And that's going to do it for Google. Let's take a look at motherfucking, right? Let's look at Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. I know people like those, including me. Bitcoin! Confirming above that 21. Now, realistically, yeah, do we have soft targets? We do have a soft target. We do have a soft target, right? Again, I say soft because price action was at $22,000 for maybe a week in total in its entire history. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 7 days. 7 days ever. So I don't see this resistance being a strengthy one. If we do see continuation above that, I'm immediately going to be looking for a skyrocket soar towards 28,150 here. And again, it's the same principles. These could be the lows. The lows could be in for a little while. Again, it doesn't change my perspective on the bear market. We are still fucking bearish. Absolutely, we are still bearish. But could be looking at a reversal style formation to the upside. We could be seeing breaches of tentative resistances. We could be seeing some profits pouring into our accounts. It could get very exciting here. If we do breach 23,925, I'm going to be looking for that $28,000 target. RSI continuing deeper into the bullish control zone. I do like that. Stochastics confirming above the 50 read. Actually, okay, yeah, confirmed above the 50 read. It is confirmed above the 50 read. So again, we have entry into the bullish control zone. At the same time, we see RSI cross the 50 read. At the same time, we confirm above the 21. Again, pieces of evidence coming together. It's like a puzzle when you're looking for a solid trade, and all of those puzzle pieces come together. Boom, you got yourself a fucking pie. You got yourself a pie. Only thing that convinces me otherwise would be a fake out back below the 21 exponential, at which point I would look for lower lows. I would look for this target here at 17,740. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That's the analysis for today. Very exciting stuff. I am stoked beyond belief. I can't wait to see what price action opens up for me tomorrow. Again, I am going to be looking to take some profits tomorrow. Finally. So if you're a part of the group chat, go ahead and take a look in there. If I do secure profits, you guys will be the first people to know. And again, if you have questions, ask me questions. Again, I'm willing to share every single piece of my trading strategies, my entry strategies, my take profit strategies, my risk management strategies. I will give for free, man. I'm the only motherfucker on this YouTube platform that will give you this information 100% free. I don't want your money. I can make my own. I want everybody to learn how to trade, man. It's so fun. It's so fun when you understand the process and you put your money into a trade and all of a sudden you wake up the next day and you got some motherfucking profit in the bank. And that's from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to teach you. Let me teach you. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. I'm out for the night. I'll be back again tomorrow. And until then, stay safe, stay happy, stay